All right, guys. Oh, so first things first, let me go back to what we did last week. We had two trades last week, one of them on the loss, one of them on the win. Um,
Hey,
so
hi.
hey, sweetheart, how you doing? You good?
Hi, fine, fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You see the Euro card last week, right?
Yeah, man, it was amazing.
It was good. It was very good. So which proves basically that the
Market is manipulated.
market is rigged. Exactly. So we need more to prove to know that the market is rigged. 100% we can confirm that every single time straight. Now this is the 21st year, and we got 100% day on the 12th trading day of the year. And guess what? There's
Yes.
another one. At the last trading day of the year, we have another 100%.
In which one? Eurocat.
Eurocard. Exactly,
Oh my God.
Eurocard again. We're gonna have it again.
Last trading day.
Last trading day of the year. So on the 23rd trading day, if I'm not mistaken, that will be the 31st of December. So
23rd.
31st.
So what will be
Huh?
what will be date?
Uh 31st of
Uh,
December.
31st.
Mhm.
31st of December. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Okay.
another one. So but I have to verify how many years, this has been happening.
Uh,
But I know
some
prior to this.
sound of bikes are coming from background.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I thought that's from your side. Hold on. I'm gonna mute everybody, then unmute yourself.
Okay, okay, okay.
All right. Yeah. If you want to talk, guys, just unmute yourself, and then when you're done, please just mute yourself back. And for the new guys that are just joining us, feel free to ask questions. You can drop them in the chat room, or you can drop them here. Yo, okay, Moses, you wanna say something? Feel free. You raised your hands up a second ago, so feel free to say what you want to say. Or if can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you.
Yeah. What's your question,
Can I
bro?
speak?
Yes. Yes. Please.
Yeah, my question is,
Yeah.
on euro US dollar,
Yes.
there is a trade opportunity coming I think on 22nd,
On the
22nd to
22nd,
25th,
Euro US
to
dollar.
25th. Yeah, I
Is
think
it
it's gonna
based
be
on?
buy opportunity.
Okay. Is that based on probabilities? Did you check probabilities for that?
Yeah,
Okay. How many
yeah,
percent
yeah,
do we
yeah.
got?
I got 80% of buying and 20% of selling.
Okay, we good. 80% seems fair enough. Um, let me quickly just check. Let me check that 21st, right? So
Yeah,
if we go to, so what trading day is this now? We on the 14th, 15th trading day. No, 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 no. It's not because right now this is gonna be 21st is the 15th trading day, and we have a 60% sell. You want it on the 22nd? That is 22nd.
yeah,
And the 22nd will be the
on the
day that you
16th
have
trade.
yeah, 80% for the buy. Now, because 80% still comes with a risk, there's the 20% risk. What we can do is we can check the euro and see what the seasonality is saying because euro isn't following the seasonality at the moment. And keep in mind, this coronavirus stuff is just still popping up. So in Germany also is going for lockdown. So and Germany is really the backbone of the euro. So let me just quickly check what we to expect on that day. So 22nd is right here. So 22nd, 23rd. Yeah, we might be good. We might be good for this one. Yeah, you're
Okay.
correct. We might be very good for this. Let me check. Did you happen to check the COT report and see what happens, what they're saying?
Yeah, check the CO2 report. I think it's gonna be
I can't hear you. You've cut out.
it's gonna be good for us when we I said good for us is if we enter a buy.
Okay. I mean, for the COT report, what we can see so far, because this report came up on the 15th of this month, we have to wait till Tuesday to get the next report. So we have to wait till
Yeah.
22nd to the next report to come out. But for the COT for us right now, it's not really looking positive. But we can still go with it because we can see the bump. Even though they've taken out positions on the sell side and the buy side, we can see right here in the commercials, taking out 10 position in the long side and 24,000 position in the short side. Ultimately, they've taken out more position in the long than their in their shorts than their long. So it's more favorable towards the long. So it's still looking favorable for for the Euro USD. I mean, we can check it on the chart and see probably if this is going to happen as well. We can kind of like get an analysis on it. Let me just quickly playing this up. Playing
Bro,
chart.
already dollar is crashing.
Yeah, dollar is crashing because of the this election stuff and the coronavirus, man. It's killing the currency.
Yeah.
It's still
So
killing the
so we
currency.
can expect buy in Euro USD.
Yeah, guys, there's a lot of noise coming from your background. Please, if we can get muted one after the other, that would be nice. Thank you. Yeah, dollar, you're right, Shannon was. Yeah, dollar is definitely gonna lose strength. I just want to find Euro
I think
USD.
noise is coming from that miracle boy.
Yeah, there is this thing coming in. Hold on. Someone's welcome, Elliot. So basically, I'm gonna have to mute someone for a second. I'm gonna mute everybody again. Okay. So yeah, with the euro stuff now, what we're looking at is we can see that euro has been going up so far. Now, the challenge with this is this, right? If you look from May, euro has been gaining strength, and yeah, from May basically, euro has been gaining strength from May up until now, and it's still looking stronger. Now, the challenge there is this: I'm very skeptical when an asset keeps going up.
Bro, I think screen has stopped. Screen is not moving, I think.
You can't see my screen. Oh wow, my bad. I didn't share the entire thing. Okay, now can you see my screen? Wait, hold on. Let me share again. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Ah, beautiful. Thank you. So
Yes, yes, you can see it.
beautiful. So basically, what we can see right here is euro has been going up since May. It's been going up since May up until now, and it hasn't had a proper pullback yet. So I'm very skeptical when it comes to this. This type of trades, because I like to see a pullback before I actually go into a market, into a trade. But if we look at let's just look at the euro. Let's see if it's followed so far. So from the 21st of November, let's see if it went up around the 21st. If it's done that, then there's a possibility it could go up now. So 21st of November. Okay, right. So on the 21st of November was like a Saturday, but from the 23rd it started going up. So which is the Monday after, which makes sense. It started going up, but there's meant to be a pullback, isn't it? There's meant to be a pullback on the 14th of this month, which is last week. And if we check 14th, we didn't see that pullback. That pullback didn't happen. So in which case, I've told people before, like when an asset is trending, try not to capitalize on the small pullbacks, but we can capitalize on the re-entry right here. Because we have an 80% day, there's a probability that that trade will happen on Tuesday to buy. But I'm not going to fully stand by the trade saying, it's going to happen, but there is a massive probability that that's going to happen. That 80% is going to happen. So for that reason, it's worth noting down. And Mr. Moses, thank you for pulling that up. USD. Thank you for pulling that up, Euro USD. So that's literally buy trade on 22nd, right? Now the exit point should be, if I'm not mistaken,
22nd December.
yeah, 22nd, which is on Tuesday. Exit
Okay.
point on the 30th.
Okay.
30th seems to be the exit point, but let's see, 80, 80, 80, 80. Okay, we go 55, 85, 80. Yeah, so we good. We practically okay to hold the trade to the last day, the last day of the month. No, actually the last day, 30th of the month, before the drop is gonna happen. So Euro might actually go for the massive push. Let me see on the weekly chart what it looks like. It's literally, guys, this is the thing about this trade. I'm very, very skeptical. It's touching this massive resistance area right here. There's a massive resistance at this zone right about here. Around this place, there's a massive resistance right there. So I'm very, very skeptical because round here is a massive order block, which means that the fall of the euro is going to happen. Regardless we want it or not, it's going to happen. But we're trying to squeeze in on the last amount of buy left. It's a massive risk. I'm not going to lie. It's literally a massive risk. But I'm estimating that price is probably going to get somewhere around here for the final pull before shooting back down. So right here, about 143 pips left in this trade. So it's already in the zone already. So probably we should wait on Monday. You shouldn't do anything on Monday. Ideally, we want to see a pullback, but then after Monday we go into it. Let me quickly just check something. Let me just look because before we leap in this moving average, you need to know if the moving average is in support of what you're doing as well. And for people that are not familiar with moving averages, we normally use 20, 50, and 200 exponential moving averages at the close. And if you don't understand what it is, just load up your moving averages, change this from simple to exponential, apply to close and period 20, and then just change the color. So you do 20, then change the period to 50, then change the period to 200. I just like to have those three because they kind of give me a clue of where a dynamic resistance and support is going to be. Um, okay, so let me just do 200. So right now we don't have any resistance in terms of moving averages. We only have it as a support. We only have it as support. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. The pullback is most likely going to happen on Monday. It's probably going to happen on Monday. So that's what I'm looking towards. So basically what we're going to do is I would say Monday we wait out, and then Tuesday we probably look to go into the trade. But keep in mind, it is a high risk trade because the trend has been happening for so long. We're jumping on a moving train. So this is going to be a very challenging one. That being said, what I want to look at is this week is gold. I spoke about gold a while ago, and I want to speak about gold again. And then, okay, actually, I have it up here. And then the second asset I want to look into would be people that trade cryptocurrency will be Bitcoin. Does anyone trade Bitcoin? Did anyone trade the last Bitcoin trade with us? No, I don't think actually most people traded it.
No.
No. Okay, thanks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at Bitcoin and gold. So the move for gold is meant to happen sometime very soon, about the 23rd. 23rd of this month, we're meant to see gold start moving up. Now, that being said, though, the issue is I did not see the complete dip in gold. Gold didn't do its complete dip. So that makes it a little bit more skeptical for this trade. I would have loved to see gold get to the 200 moving average point right here, but because that hasn't happened yet, there's still a little bit of risk in play. But gold might be going up for the long term. Yeah, okay, you about to get a good one for Bitcoin. Now, let me quickly just go through gold first. So basically, I think we caught the up move in
Bro,
gold.
gold, I think this year gold will not follow the seasonal.
There is a possibility. There is a possibility. I can't doubt that. But then again, one thing I've turned to learn is when you expect it to follow the season of the list, that's where it might actually follow it. you know. And if we check, it's what the COT says. What the COT says will show more. Currently, right now, they're still short. By Tuesday, if we see them go massively long, if there's more position imputed on gold and the long side by Tuesday, then we might be on the good side to go up. But everything determines based on what the COT says, because so far, if I'm not mistaken, it's flat lining. Gold is just flat lining. It's just depreciated But remember, we caught the up move and we anticipated the down move. So we're about to get the up move, the next up move. If it happens, if it so happens the way the seasonal calls it, it's gonna be the biggest high gold has ever had in the history. Just the way Bitcoin did the biggest high it's ever had in history. I think the same thing might happen with gold this year. So that's
Okay, an
personally
all-time
my
high.
opinion in terms of gold. You understand? But let me just quickly go on the
Bro, check
seasonal.
the CO probability of that trade
Yeah, I will check it in a second. I just want a little Bitcoin simultaneously. All
because
right.
I am very concerned about that trade, man.
Don't worry, man. Don't be scared. You've made so much money already. You shouldn't be afraid of it.
So you can check Bitcoin from this seasonality.
Yes, yes, we can check Bitcoin. I mean, we traded Bitcoin. We held it when it was going up. So we
Oh
traded
wow,
Bitcoin
really?
on the 25th of September, and
Yeah.
Did you buy any Tesla stocks?
I didn't buy Tesla. I haven't even checked Tesla in a while, in a
I
very
was
long
just
time.
checking it. Just checking. Tesla has given year till date 700%.
Yeah, it's gone massively up. It's gone way, way, way up. You know, but I think I
Because
might
I
get.
just I just
Year
joined
till date is
the
seven hundred
platform.
percent, man. It's a massive growth, man.
It is massive. Someone was trying to say something. You said you just joined.
Yeah, I just joined your platform, and I trade crypto, and I also trade forex.
Yeah.
So I thought this seasonality only works for currency pairs.
No, man. Let me show you. For example, we bought Bitcoin at the 25th, right, of September. I'll show you
Yeah.
where we bought Bitcoin from. So we bought it right around here, if I'm not mistaken, 25th of September. And I held Bitcoin for a very long time before I
Yeah.
dropped it.
Okay.
We bought it right here. So this is where we bought Bitcoin from, and I held it to somewhere around here, right
Oh
there.
wow.
So,
Yeah.
so I didn't catch
Okay.
this last going up.
Up move.
I caught it from
Yeah.
somewhere around here to here. So I caught about 86,000 pips.
Oh wow. Amazing, man.
Yeah, we caught 86,000, 84, 86, 84, 85 actually. 85,000 pips around there, or maybe 86, somewhere around there. But so now
So
the
for a
thing is,
long,
huh?
But
I said for
but
a
as a
long
for
time, I've been trading Bitcoin. I only trade daily, more of a
bro
scalper than a swing
bro
trader for crypto.
as a
Yeah. Uh,
for next Bitcoin trade, we will be ready with a new Bitcoin broker, huh? Crypto broker.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Binance. I'm looking to go to
yeah,
Binance.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
because 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 our forex
there's so
brokers
much
give
noise coming from the background somewhere, guys. Someone has so much noise coming from their background. Thank you. Oh, that was you, China was. Yeah, we're gonna switch to Binance. And in regards to scalping on Bitcoin, I don't really advise it. I mean, you don't want to scalp. When you scalp in your trades, right, you open yourself to massive amount of loss and
Yeah,
emotional discomfort. You understand? So
yeah,
you
yeah.
just want to
That's
go in.
true.
You want to go in when the odds are in your favor, not when they're against you. So, for example, now I didn't look at Bitcoin up until this point, and when I traded
Okay.
it, I came out somewhere around here. Now, once this is
Yeah,
concluded, I'm waiting for the drop. Now, the drop is about to happen, and this is just
Hmm?
5 year
yeah.
data of Bitcoin. We don't have more than 5 year data on Bitcoin. So, from what
Yes,
I can, huh?
that's what I wanted to actually know. Because for forex, for currency pairs, you have up to 40 years seasonality charts. So
Yeah.
for Bitcoin, which is just like 5 years, so and now it's just past its all-time high. So how do you now predict the future movements?
We don't need to predict the future movement. We just see what is done in the past because what Bitcoin is gonna do from now on is gonna it's gonna build on its foundation. It's not gonna create a new foundation. It's gonna create new price highs and lows based on the foundation it's laid prior to this. So, for
Yeah,
example, now the seasonality predicted that the maximum point is going to be between the 15th and the 17th, right, of this month. And
yeah,
when we're looking at Bitcoin now, if I'm not mistaken, that's exactly what it's doing. So on the 17th was the highest point.
yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? So if we went on the 17 and we saw on the 17 already, I don't know where you couldn't have measured where it's gonna be right here. That's now up to technicals. You have to make that decision based on technical analysis.
Technical.
But
Yeah.
around here now, we know Bitcoin is not gonna go higher than where it is now. It's gonna fall.
Yeah, we're expecting a
Eh,
big.
You understand? So if we
Yeah.
know that Bitcoin is gonna fall, we know the fall is gonna happen from now up until around February the 4th, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we can only predict,
February the 4th.
yeah, February the 4th. Yeah. We can only predict how low it's gonna go. So from where it is right now, I don't see it going anything higher anymore. I'm thinking it's gonna come somewhere down around maybe here, around 13,000.
Wow.
So
Wow.
13,000 to here is about 90 pips.
So
90,000 pips, sorry.
it's
90,000
about to
pips is
like
13.
repeat a full circle.
Yeah, so it's gonna go back down. You understand? Now that's
Yeah.
the challenge now is, what what are we gonna do based on what we know now? Because we don't have any technicals to back this up. You understand? So the only other thing we can do right now is to lay our technical foundation based on what we see happening, based on price action. So
Yeah.
if we zoom this in, for example, we can see there's been a lot of resistance around this region.
Yes.
Price seems to not been going beyond this region. So my
Yes.
ideal point is I would want to sell anything below my 50 moving average. So once price breaks anywhere below here, Bitcoin is ready for a sell to me, because what it's gonna do is gonna do a pullback and it's gonna raid everybody out that's sold. It's gonna kick you out. I guarantee you that for a fact. A lot of people are gonna start selling Bitcoin now and they're gonna get kicked out massively so many times, and they
Wow.
will profit on that move, on that drop move. So you just want to be in a good position that even if price pulls
Mm-hmm.
back up, you're still gonna be in a position to hold your trade. And the
Yeah.
best way to
So
do that is
profit
not to
for.
over leverage. You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
that's the dynamics I'm going to employ in this trade. I already know that once price breaks below the 50 moving average, this system is most likely going down. Now, because I know it's going down, I can only estimate where my stop loss is going to be and where my re-entry points are going to be. And it's going to be somewhere around this region right here. This entire region, this might look very wide, but that will be my entry region, because if I go in
That's
correctly, I have 90,000 pips to catch. So
yeah.
90,000 pips, if I risk 1,000 or 2,000 pips, and I know a lot of people can't risk that right now because of their account size. I can understand.
Yes. Yes. We
Yeah,
can't.
but if you're going with a small leverage, let's say like 10% or 10% or 4% of your account size, say it's a small account, going with 4% can allow you to actually swing.
It depends
Actually,
on That's the question. It depends on the account size. I mean, so some people have an account as small as $100. So 4% of $100 is a $4.
yeah,
$1,000 for example, if they're risking 4%, that's $40. The, the, the,
Yes.
$40. Yeah,
the challenge there is this, right?
So the 100% $100 account can't trade BTC.
Yeah, a lot of people account is small. Exactly, you can't trade. So basically, the challenge there is most people are not patient also enough to say, okay, I'm just going to enter a very, very tiny position, such as 0.01, and hold that out. Because once people start seeing the profit, and I'm also guilty of this, for example, initially when I started seeing profit from my 0.1 account, for example, or zero point 0.2, you understand? I'm like, I want more. And then what happened is I entered
Yes.
so much position and I over leveraged myself. When the market pulled back, it doesn't even pull back to my stop loss, but because I'm over leveraged, I'm forced to close down some of the trades that I have. So in this game, it has to be with discipline. If you have a very small account, you might not be able to trade this. There is no escape. You won't be able to trade this. But if you
Hmm?
have a decent size account, then everything boils down to not getting greedy and making sure that you hold your position for as long as you can, because this is going to be a very, very long swing. It's not
Wow.
it's not gonna be a small thing that you're gonna go in and come out. You're looking in
so that's like about a whole month swing or a month plus.
you're looking at 2 months,
Wow.
ideally 2 months. And after
Wow.
that two
What?
months, you're not coming back to it again. I mean, you can go back in and buy, but I won't be in it for all of this nonsense. I'm only gonna come back again in September. So I'm only coming back in September, buying all the way to around December, and then December I'm selling back down to February. And that's the only two trades I have for Bitcoin in the year. As
Oh,
things
that's a big
progress,
smart move.
as things progress, I might then change my style and say maybe I'm seeing a new pattern when we have 7 years data, and there's more entry around here, for example. I can then think maybe I should go in around here and hold all the way to December. You understand? But you don't want to trade with stress. That's the number one thing. Never trade with stress.
Mm.
No, trade only when you need to trade. When you don't need to trade, go about, do your other businesses, do whatever else you want to do, and then come back when the time is right. So for me personally, Bitcoin is something I'm looking to sell this week coming. You understand? Now the challenge there, the only thing I'm waiting for confirmation is there's a COT report, and I know that a lot of people might not know this yet, but there is a COT report for Bitcoin. The COT report, which shows now that there's a lot of government bodies going into this. So it's no longer people like you and I trading this anymore. They proper government trading this. And what I want to see now is this commercial people selling. Once I see them go short, I don't care what anybody tells me on this planet, I'm selling because they know this information. So
That's the big banks.
that's the thing now. Once Tuesday comes, I want to see the next report. Once I see the short side is bigger than the long side, or they pull up a lot of position away from their long side, they only have 502. And these 502 positions they have on the long, right, beats these guys in a long shot. This 502 you're seeing right here is a very massive position compared to these guys. So if these guys put some more position in this zone, if I see like 1,000 right here, I'm selling. And the same thing I'm waiting for in gold as well. Once I see that buying power coming in on the COT report on gold, I'm buying. You understand? So that's the way. I mean, personally, that's the way I trade. I don't want to stress myself. I only want to go in when it's necessary for me to trade. Okay.
Mm.
Now, that being said, the EuroCAD trade made me notice something. I mean, a lot of people already know that the market is rigged, right? If you think the market is not rigged, oh well, good luck. The market is rigged 100%. There's no way you can tell, me about it personally. These people know what they're doing, you know. And for you to have 100% day for 21 years straight, which was confirmed last week, on the 12th, which was confirmed last week, which means that this day is not going anywhere soon. Next year, I'm going to come back again and buy. I'm going to buy this asset on this day again and sit down. And next year after that, I'll buy again and sit there. But then there's another 100% day coming on the 23rd trading day of this
Mm.
month. On the 23rd trading day, not the 23rd, which is the 31st of December. They're going to give us a gift for 2020. They're going to give us another gift for 2020. So that's another one I want to capitalize on EuroCAD. But prior to that, I'm not going to be touching EuroCAD anytime soon again until this point.
Mm.
Are you getting the logic, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you understand how the plan works? You only want to trade when you have the odds stack in your favor. That doesn't mean you are not going to lose. But when you lose,
Mm.
though, you can take pride in saying, you know what, I did my best. But there's certain things out of my control that came into play. And that's how to literally play this game, because this game is about emotion and strategy and logic, and your money management is key. Most people go into
Mm.
this game without any strategy, without any money management, without any straight plan, and they have emotions every now and then. If you trade, for example, and you lost money now, you shouldn't be trading any again for the next 4 hours or the next day. Process the emotion, know what you did that was wrong, and then come back to it. Moses, you have your hands up.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, yes. All right. Oh, sorry for taking you back on gold.
Yeah.
I think I see a 100% probability of trading gold, going short on gold on 30th of this month, which is
30.
a 22nd trading day.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Let me
think
let me
that trade is gonna be 100% short.
let me check that. I'm just gonna quickly check that now. 100% trading day. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we have 200% trading day on the 22nd and the 23rd trading day of the year. So we go to
Yeah.
down on the 22nd, up on the 23rd. Thank you very much. This is very beautiful. Nice spotted.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You understand? This is very beautiful, man. This is very beautiful. One thing,
What we were thinking,
yeah, I'm trading euro and then
what
I'm
what
gonna trade gold on that day.
what we were planning, the same thing is the probability showing.
Exactly. So that's what's gonna happen now. So we have days of 100%. Now keep one thing in mind though. These 100% haven't been tested based on coronavirus. We've never had that. You understand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed one of the
yeah.
100% this year fluctuated. One of the 100% this year was no longer 100% anymore. And that happened in
Hmm.
gold earlier this year, I think around May or something. I can't remember what month it was, but it was
It
100%
was
that
it,
didn't play out.
it was 100% short, I think.
Yeah, but that didn't play out.
But
But
they didn't care. Yeah.
yeah, but one thing is, whichever 100% plays out this year is gonna stay. Those ones are in the
Yeah.
game to stay. Those ones are not going anywhere because they've stand the test of
Okay.
time and they've stand a pandemic, a global pandemic. Now, I want to bet that gold might do this 100%, but I can't stick with it 100%. You understand? So what I'm gonna do is with this trade, for example, I'm gonna trade both. I'm gonna sell gold on the 22nd trading day, and I'm gonna buy on the 23rd trading day, and I'm also gonna buy EuroCAD also on that day. But one thing I can assure myself is at least two of those trades will definitely come in, and if we're extremely lucky, all three will come in. You understand? So basically, we're in a good seat for this year. For the last trading day of this year, they're giving us gifts. They're literally
As a
giving us gifts
performance,
to play
man.
with. And that's literally how I want to play this year. I want to just have fun and make this
It's
money
like
without stress.
30. It will be around 30 and 31st December, both day.
Yeah, 30, 31st. So we're gonna get the first one on
Okay.
30, and then we'll get the next one on 31st. And then we get EuroCAD also on 31st. So for
EuroCAD
example,
and gold,
yeah.
both.
For example, people that don't have a very big account, for example, and you have a very, very small account and you want to grow, I would say aim for the highest probabilities that you can. So which is the 100%. So you don't even need to come in with the guys that are trying to take the risk on the Bitcoin, for example, or on the gold that's going to happen next week, because those are not 100%, or the Euro USD that's going to happen next week, because those are not 100%. So if you have a very small account, just wait to the 22nd and 23rd trading day and use that time to grow your account in a very sensible fashion. So by the time you're going into the year, you have some amount of money that you can trade higher with, or you can actually take out and enjoy, whichever one you choose. But that's really what's gonna be, guys. But literally, I don't want to keep this session too long because they do get boring after a while for me. So what's gonna happen is I'm looking to trade Bitcoin. I'm gonna sell Bitcoin from ideally I want to sell from Monday. Let me check the probability for Bitcoin. We do have probability for Bitcoin. I think I'm not sure. Wait, I'm not really sure. Do we have probability for Bitcoin? No, we don't. We don't have probability for Bitcoin yet. There's not enough data, but we have Euro Troy. So basically, there's no probability for Bitcoin at the moment. So the only thing we can do now is we trade in with one of the strategy correct, which is a very, very super high risky trade. But I'm willing to bet on it. You understand? I'm willing to bet on this trade, which is tomorrow is 21st, 22nd. I'm gonna go in on the 25th actually. I'm not gonna go in on 20th because that's 21st, which is tomorrow. That's too low. So I'm going to go in right here. So most likely Bitcoin is going to consolidate, pull back a little bit. And on the 25th, that's when I go in because we can't go in on the 17th anymore. 17th was right here. Let me just check. 17th was around here. So 17th is done. It set its high point as expected. So I can't go in there anymore because we didn't get the entry at this point. I didn't even look at it till this weekend. So come 25th, I will be selling this. And come 22nd, I'm most likely going to be buying Euro USD. And then I'm most likely going to be buying gold. But I want to see gold at least pull, at least if this asset can give me something back down here, I'm fine. If it can pull a little bit back here, raid a lot of people out, I'll buy from this spot and I'm good to go. You understand? So that's literally what I'm looking to do this week coming. I'm going to look at gold. I'm going to look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually till Friday, so I don't need to watch that chart at all till Friday. And the Euro US dollar, which I think Moses called that, I'm also going to look into that, and then we will take it from there. So far, is there any questions about anything? I know there's a lot of new people, and a lot of people might not understand what's going on right now. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Euro USD 22nd, na?
Yeah, it should be 22nd if I'm not mistaken. 22nd, yeah, bye.
By
Moses
22nd
called
December.
that
Okay.
trade, and it's most likely going to be
Uh,
across the entire euro anyway. You can check euro AUD if you have the probability tool to confirm. Check that and see what happens, and wait for the
Okay,
COT.
yeah. So I have a setup. I think it's a strategy I use actually, a strategy, Elliott wave. So in Euro JPY, I'm expecting a buy in Euro
Okay.
JPY, not from the probability or seasonality, just like from the normal chart. So I don't know if you can check if you can compare the Euro JPY from your probability.
Okay, let's check. Let's check Euro JPY on probability. I tend to move away from just indicator-based trading because what's happening on the chart is not what moves the market. But
Yeah.
they're good. They're helpful to help you get entries and exit points, and to even get some good trades. But I wouldn't rely on them 100%. Let me just check this. So probability for Euro JPY. When are you looking to buy? Do you have a date in mind?
Not really. Let's just say starting Monday.
Okay, Monday. So we're looking at a 15th trading day then. Okay. On the 15th trading day, you shouldn't buy on Monday. You should probably buy on Tuesday because you have a 57%, 57, 68, 57. You have 4 days straight.
Okay. Okay.
That
So
being
it should
said, actually, the fact that you just pointed that out, you just actually gave out a trade as well. Euro JPY might also be something else. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna have to
bro,
mute, guys.
bro, I will leave now.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you for coming, bro. So, Euro
Good night.
JPY. All right, take care of yourself. Euro JPY is also a good one. Now, looking at the JPY season COT report, what I can
be.
notice is, you know, these guys, the commercials are not giving me a clear signal. Someone's mic is glitching, guys. I'm gonna have to mute off for a second. If you have any questions, just unmute yourself. You know, the commercials haven't given a clear signal of where to go. So I personally wouldn't look to, kind of like, I can't say I won't look to trade it because the new report is coming, and based on what happens on the new report, that's what I'm going to use to make my bias anyway. But with Euro JPY, based on the probability and based on the seasonality, they look good. They look good to be traded. And Euro also, they're confused on the Euro. So if I go down and check the data, yeah, there's a bump in the upside. And if you're wondering what am I doing down here, I'm just looking at the chart rather than the numbers. The chart shows me maybe it's going slightly higher or lower. So from what I've seen last week, there's a slightly bump to the upside. So yeah, Euro
Okay.
JPY might be a good one to go for as well. So I'm actually gonna
Uh,
note that down, Euro JPY as well.
all right.
JPY.
Thanks, man. I really
Sure.
appreciate that.
Uh, by Tuesday, 22nd.
Yeah.
So that's another one. We can buy that to 22nd to the end of the year, basically. But keep in mind, guys, you still need to check if the COT aligns with this to make it a very, at least a low risk or medium risk trade for you. And
Yeah.
also what I can do is a lot of people are not familiar with the Williams. So if I check the Williams always give me insight to what's going to happen. So the way I use the Williams, a lot of people might not notice this, but the William tool, for example, it tells you what's most likely going to happen before it happens.
Is
That's
it?
how I've been using it. It gives like a heads up. So if we take it back to the start, you can see right here where it bumps to the high side, it means a buy is coming soon. It doesn't mean that's the highest point it's going to get to, but it means a buy is coming soon. Or this might be slightly difficult for you guys to understand. So when this dips, it means the sell is coming soon and it's playing around. And when you see this buy, it means a buy is around the corner. So basically, if I see this buy, for example, and the seasonal is telling me to buy somewhere around this date, and I've seen that bump to the upside, I'm most likely gonna buy. So
Yeah.
right now, it's still showing me buy. I think I'm gonna buy. The same thing that happened right here. You know, it showed me a buy's coming soon right here. It's peaking, so I'm gonna buy. So right now the Euro USD is still showing me buy. So for that reason, I think I'm gonna stick with the Euro USD buy, but I'm gonna be very, very careful with it because it's been going up for a long time. And let me just check the Euro JPY. Let me see what the yeah. Most likely this is gonna break to the upside. Yeah, so
Okay.
can see this is happening. This is already peaking to the upside. I mean, a prime example is look right here when this pointed to the top, we had that shoot
Big
up.
up buy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we had it pointing back down, and then we had that buy,
Down.
and that's pulling up back down, and we had that
Yeah.
sell follow. Right here, it kind of stayed steady. We had a little bit of consolidation. It did a sell right here, but the sell never happened. This is why I don't
Yeah.
rely on indicators only. I use
Yeah.
them in accordance with or whatever I've already calculated on you know on the
Seasonality.
seasonality, probability, and COT. So Moses, you have a question? I'm just gonna yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Oh, please, I just want to look into GBP USD. You know, the probability of GBP USD going short on 21st and on the 22nd of this month. I think the probability is 75% and 76%. So
Okay.
is it good for us to go short on that?
Basically, the way I look at the probability, I look for 3 days consecutively that they move in the same direction. If you have 3 days that move in the same direction, keep in mind, don't use the probability by itself. I wouldn't recommend using it by itself. Use it in relations with seasonality and COT report. So that being said, what I'm looking at 15 trading day, we have 76, 75%, which is good, but
Yeah,
you don't have that third day in line. So I don't want to really bump into a trade that I don't have the third day. And keep in mind, GBP is very volatile right now, and London is on
yeah,
a lockdown. I don't know if you guys know, but London is on a tier 4 lockdown at the moment. So that could
yeah.
also
Total
affect the way
lockdown.
price is moving. And keep in mind, UK is a service-based country. We only provide services right here. So it's not like we're producing things or anything. So if we're locking down, the economy is most likely going to stall. But what the Bank of England is probably going to do is they'll pump in more money into the system just to keep the forex rates going and alive. So that
Yeah.
being said, I would want to shy away from USD because the highest coronavirus infection rate is there, and UK right now is not looking very stable as well. So UK might get beat down just the same way dollar is getting beat down because Italy have shut their borders to UK right now, so they're not looking to get people from UK into their country. So that would most likely affect movements of people from one country to another. That's actually going to affect. It's not most likely. It's going to affect the movement of people from one country to another. So pounds might get a hit. Pounds might definitely take a hit. But that being said, let me just check. Let me check the COT and see what the COT is saying for their last week. Most of the investors they don't know what to do, man. They don't know what to do. The money is not moving. This money ain't moving, man.
It's kind
These
of like
guys,
a tie.
yeah, these guys literally are not moving their cash. So for that reason, we just like everyone is sitting on their hands right now, trying to know what's going to
Okay.
happen. And also keep in mind, it's the end of the year. The market is not as liquid at the end of the year as well. Liquidity is reduced. So that's what we most likely going to see. The COT is not going to really bring out big figures as it normally does at the middle of the year or in the third quarter of the year or even in the first quarter of the year when people are going back to work. So I would say pounds. I would shy away from pounds at the moment. I would definitely shy away from pounds at the moment.
Okay.
Is there any more questions?
No, no question for now.
Okay. In that regards, guys, I know there's a lot of new people here, and a lot of people might not understand what I'm saying. Please, if you do have a question, it's best you let me know. But if you feel like you'd rather have a one-on-one session, you can also message privately or ask to be messaged in the chat room, and then we can go over certain things again individually, by ourselves. So if you don't want to ask questions when a lot of people around, that's fine. But don't be shy when you don't know something. Don't be shy to ask because trust me, man, if you ask, you get answers. You understand? But if you don't ask, you might most likely make a mistake that's going to cost you a lot in the future. So it's best to
Yeah,
ask,
that's
and
true.
than to feel a certain type of way about it. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask now. But if you can't ask now, you can message in the chat room to get a private message, and we can talk privately, and then we can probably organize a session or a private session for you. That's something that we can do.
Okay, sorry, I don't know. Could I say something probably
Yes,
before we? Yeah, I think there was a report you said will be out by Tuesday
COT. Yes,
before. Yeah, so before we get the validity of Eurocard and gold, right?
yeah, and Bitcoin as well.
Okay, okay. So probably would they be maybe meeting by Tuesday to kind of validate what all we said today?
I mean, the webinar is mostly on Sundays. That's when the webinar take place. But what I can do is sometimes I do post them up in the chat room or in the other group. You understand? So you can actually see it. But if you do have the membership, you can just check the COT directly, from there and see the figures. Even before I seen it, just like excuse me, just like Moses already pointed out the Euro USD trade, for example. You can just do a little bit of a little bit of looking into the COT report or the seasonality and find those information, because I won't be available 24/7 to look at the trade. Sometimes I don't even trade in the week, even though we have a good trading setup based on other things that I do. You understand? But I will try my best as much as possible to get those information about these trades back to you. But I would rather have you write it down. You understand? And then when
Yeah.
Tuesday come, you monitor the market and see how the market is moving. So let me just put Bitcoin also here. And Mohammed, I'm trying to literally sort out your question also about the summary of the trade. Bitcoin also here for a sell on 25th, right? So I would most likely go to the market at these dates, and I look at if the price is moving towards the direction that I want it to be. And if it's already moving in that direction, I just wait for a pullback and I just jump on the trade. You understand? If I'm unable to provide that information to you,
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
you're highly welcome.
Mm.
So yeah, Mohammed, yeah, so that's the summary on your screen. I think you can see the summary on your screen. I think Euro USD is to the end of the year, I think to the 30th. And the same thing goes for, I think Euro JPY should be also to the 30th, if I'm not mistaken. But let me just quickly check that once more, just to make sure I'm giving out the right information on that. Bitcoin is literally to February, so you don't even need an exit date for now. All right, let me check the just check Euro JPY for a second and just reconfirm that buy. I, if I'm not mistaken, there's too many more trades that are gonna move. So if you do have time, check the seasonality, check the probability, and see what you can find. And if you're in the group, you feel free to post it in the chat room so people get aware. But please just don't post and spam signal, because what I don't do, I tend not to want to give signals to people. You understand? Because it kind of like it makes people dependent on
Yeah,
receiving
kind of
signals.
lazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah,
you highly
that's
dependent. You
true.
don't want to do something. So I rather teach people how to fish than me fishing for them. I don't want to
Exactly.
be like, when I'm not available,
100%.
I've cut out the power supply. You can't get something done if I'm not available. I don't want that kind of scenario. So please, if you're gonna post signals in the group, make sure they're in accordance with the seasonality, probability, and the COT. But
COT.
don't post signals from other people, because trust me, a lot of people might take the signals that you post as the best thing that they have, and they might stake their last cash
It's
on that.
gonna cause problem.
You understand? So please, people
And
do
blow the
have
account
lives, huh?
and blow the account up.
Exactly. People do have lives and people do have family. And I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of people in the Western world right here, they kill themselves because of trading. You understand? Because they put everything they have in it. So you might not know who the next person next to you is when you're posting your signals. And guys, even if I post signals up in the chat room, I'm not posting them just because I want you to take those trades blindly. I want you guys to do your own analysis and tell me if I'm wrong. Because last week I made a mistake and nobody spotted the mistake that I made till later on. You understand that I spotted the mistake
Yeah.
myself. So it would have
Yeah.
been nice if I made an error, for example, and I have nobody to correct me for the errors that I make, because I might be training for a while and I might have seen so many other things. I've had so many other experience, but nobody's above mistakes in this game. You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
that's the
And that's
thing.
true.
Please be considerate of everybody when you're posting your signals. It's not a signal group. Just letting you guys know, because the other admin will
Um,
most likely ban you if you post.
I I
Okay,
have a question about the membership.
sure.
Um, I recently got the membership, so I don't know if I tried to message you privately on Telegram recently, but I can't message you. I'm having some issues to message you privately, so I don't
Yeah.
know if you can message me about the membership.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same. That's the same thing. That's the same issue I'm having.
Okay,
You know, when I try chatting you on private PC, they said I can't get to the owner right way unless the owner first of all chat me up.
okay. In that situation, what the best thing to do is just say in the chat room that admin, can we talk? And
Okay.
I will message
All
you, or
right,
the other
all
admin
right.
will message you privately, because we've had people message like that. I mean, someone still messaged this morning. I think I was the one that picked up the message this morning when someone asked for request to have a private talk with me, and I would literally message you. I mean, I normally message people privately anyway, the main
Yeah.
reason we didn't have it open so everybody can message is we're gonna have a lot of people messaging, because we still had someone, come around and asking for favors in terms of seeing, certain things that the thing is happening. That's what we're trying to avoid right here. We just want to keep everything smooth and professional. You understand? So if you have any
Yeah,
questions
that's nice.
and you want to ask, you understand, because we don't want it to be too much. When it gets too much, it loses the value of having that conversation, and you won't want to
Yeah,
talk to
that's
everybody
true.
anymore. So you just request it in the chat room, and definitely I'm gonna message you, or someone else is gonna definitely message you and attend to you. I guarantee you that 100%.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're highly welcome. In regards to the Euro JPY, yes, we're holding it to the end of the month. Is there
Uh,
any further questions? No. Okay,
no.
guys, beautiful. So I presume we know what we need to do. These are what I'm looking at for now. So Euro USD, thank you, Moses, for pointing that out. Euro JPY, I'm not sure who pointed it out. I think it's Moses again, or someone else pointed
I
it out.
did. I did. I did.
Who is that, please?
Elliot. Elliot.
Elliot, nice one for pointing that out. Good one. Bitcoin, I pointed it out myself. So, and gold also. Before I forget, gold should be, what date is that again?
Tuesday,
Yeah, Tuesday,
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday for the sale. Yeah.
Now we're buying gold. We're not selling. We're buying right here.
We're buying gold. Yeah.
No, it's
We
23rd,
we,
guys.
we later
23rd.
saw.
23rd.
23rd is for the buy. Yeah.
Yeah, 23rd. Let me just check the probability. I think I didn't check the probability for gold yet.
Yeah, we checked it and we saw 23rd and 22nd.
22nd.
Okay, so there's 2 days for probability on gold. So that's the confusing part of this thing.
100 buy, 100 sell.
But the thing with gold is once gold start moving, man, I hate chasing gold, man. I don't like chasing that asset. That's one of the assets that I hate chasing. That thing's gonna kick you out. So
Yeah.
basically, even on gold, right? Look, on Monday, the 21st trading, the 15th trading day, there's a 75% chance buy, but it is 75 after on Tuesday for sell. So gold is Wednesday, definitely. We have a 62% chance, 75, 62. So, and then we have 62, 62, 60, then 100%, 100%. So definitely 17 trading day will be the day to buy gold, which if I'm not mistaken, that should be the 23rd. So 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 23rd. 23rd will be the one for gold. So we're buying gold on the 23rd trading day, and we're holding that till I think February. Gold will be held to about February, somewhere around here. So 2nd of February. That would be the ideal move on gold. So 2nd Feb. So that would be the ideal move on gold, and this is to February as well. To Feb. So that's it. So that's for today, guys. We have 4 assets to look into. So you practically know what to do. And we do have 100% day coming, I think, next week. So on next week webinar, we're gonna check on the 100% again and making sure we're on track, and we take that. We have 300% days coming. So there might be more, but I don't know yet. Moses, please feel free to unmute yourself.
we are buying gold and holding gold till February, right?
Yeah, to February. But keep in mind, we don't have the COT data yet. We're waiting for the COT data. Without the COT
Yeah,
data, it's a high risk trade. Even though
yeah.
there's alignments, is a high risk.
In case the COT data comes up and we have the probability of going long on trade on gold. What about those that are having a small account? Are they also permitted to engage in it?
In gold, you can, but I wouldn't. It depends on the size of your account. If you have $100 account, you start with 0.01. If you have $200, 0.02. $300, 0.03. You understand, and so on,
Yeah, I
basically.
know about $100 can go for that, right?
Yeah, I mean, with gold, for example, with 0.01 trade on gold, and if you hold that for a sufficient amount of time, let's say we hold that. Damn. If we hold that to about this point, let's say you went in from where price is right now to where it is right now, you probably make about $20. It's not much, but it's still something to the highest point. You understand? But if you had like a 0.10, for example, you make about 200. Wait, what am I saying? Hold on. Let me just reconfirm this for a second. I think I got this wrong. No, you won't make $20. You make about $200. About 190, $190 with 0.01. With 0.01, you make about $190. You understand? If gold gets to the former high where it's most likely going to get to again. So with 0.01, if you have a small account, you can still make $190 if you hold it. And if you have
So for a small account, would it be advisable to take both gold and other trades alongside it, like the Euro USD or the Euro?
man, dude, your account is gonna dance, man. Your account gonna blow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Look, I ain't gonna lie
Yeah.
to you, man.
Yeah. I
That account's
get you.
gonna blow, man.
I get you. I get you. That's
if
fair.
you got if you got $100 and you go 0.01 and go, the moment you go
Yeah.
0.01 in Bitcoin, man, your account is gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's true.
you
That's
understand?
true.
So I would
Yeah.
say take it a step at a time, man. Take it a step at a time. You
Yeah.
choose which one you
A
want to go
hundred.
into, and then you do,
Yeah.
you go into that one. That's the way you should go around it. You
Yeah. Yeah.
understand? So is either you choose
I get
gold,
you.
you choose Bitcoin, or you choose any other asset. So if, for example, now let's say on Tuesday you went in on gold and your gold is in profit and you've locked yourself in profit, then you can go into Bitcoin and going on Bitcoin, then lock yourself in profit. Then you can go into EuroCAD, make sure you're in profit, then lock yourself in profit, make sure you're in the profit positive zone. Then you take the other one. But don't go on all four
Okay.
at the same time simultaneously, because
Yeah.
what's gonna happen is if two of those goes against you, you start sweating.
Yeah. Yeah. So you gotta lock yourself first on profit before you consider
Always, always,
others.
always. Do you guys know how to use a stop loss? Do you know where to set your stop loss?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
For those that don't know, you want to set your stop loss with the ATR value on your 4 hour or your daily time frame. Okay. So let me just point that out to you guys. I don't know. You go to insert indicators, uh, average true range right here.
True range. Yeah.
Put that style to none. And then look at it, for example, on gold, for example, we have 99 pips. We have 99 pips right here. Just count these two figures, 99 for gold if you're using a daily ATR value, or if you're using a 4 hour ATR value, you're gonna go. What the hell this thing give me on 4 hour? You go 40 pips on 4 hours. So if you go 40 pips on that, or you go 99 pips on a daily, whichever one you choose.
I think
You
it would be
understand?
safe to go on a day
Sorry,
since it's a
sorry. Can
long
you hear
trip.
me?
Yes, I can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me? Yeah. For those that are using phone, how can they calculate the stop loss?
If you're using what? Sorry.
If you are using a phone, you're not having a laptop. You're using a phone. How can you calculate
Oh
the stop
man.
loss?
Man, this is gonna be difficult, man. If you're using a phone, man, try to go for the. If you're buying, for example, you want to go below the wick, below the wick, always below the wick. You understand? So if you get rate, if it come back to rate, you're safe behind the line. But look, I would have
Okay.
to tell you this thing, and I would never recommend you trade from your phone. I would never recommend it. The main reason is you can't see everything happening with your phone, man. You cannot. So it's literally very risky.
Okay.
Trade with a laptop. Whenever you can find a laptop, you can trade with your laptop. Yo, Moses, yeah, what's up?
I want to ask a question concerning this ATR average.
Yes,
This
average
ATR
true range.
thing.
Yes,
When I start, yeah, the average true rate. When I install it on my, when I add it to my chart to my system, it doesn't show like this.
it doesn't. It just shows you this. It shows you this, and then it gives you a line, right? Do you see a line on your ATR? Let me see if I can get the
Yeah, I
line.
see a line like
Let me see if I can get you. This is what it's meant to look like normally. I just don't. It looks like this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't need the line.
yeah.
I don't really use the line. I don't use the line. What I just do is I just take away my line. I delete the line. I take it from style. I just put it to none. And basically, what it's doing, what the ATR is doing, is calculating the last 14 candles, right? What's the average move on the last 14 candles? What's the average? And then that's what the ATR value does. So if I increase that ATR value, for example, to the last 30 candles, the values are going to be different. So it's recalculating the value for me. So that's about 82 pips. So
So we use 14 candles
I just
as a
use
start.
14 candles. I just use the standard anyway. You know, it's not really something I want to overly think about. I just use the 40, but you can find whatever setting works best for you so you don't get rated. You might find that maybe it's the next 21 candles that's best for you, or the last 5 candles, or last 6, or last 7 candles. Understand? And also, if you don't have a very massive account size, man, I would have told you to reduce the ATR value, but it won't do you any good. Just leave it at 14 or higher. 14 or higher would be best. Okay, for the ATR, for a stop loss. Take profit, you might have to wing the take profit. But also, man, there's a few things I want to tell you guys that are new. But I don't know if you understand it, because I think it's going to be a lot more information. And the time, literally, I've gone over time. Normally, I only do 40 minutes every day, every Sunday. But I think I'll leave that for next week in terms of when you're in profit, what you can do to keep your profit, and you don't lose all your profit when market pulls back. And also, you can actually use that as an advantage to also make more money in the long run. But I think I will leave that to next week, because we're literally
Okay.
out of time. We're literally way out of time right now.
Yeah, man, it's been great. Honestly, it's
Okay.
been
Okay. That
great.
Beautiful. So in
I
that
really
case,
appreciate. I
I
really
can.
appreciate.
You're welcome. You're highly welcome. I can take just one more question if anybody has a very important question to ask. I'm guessing we good. Beautiful. So in that case, if you need me and you
Yeah.
still want to speak to me personally, message directly in the chat room. You just request for help. Just say I need help or anything, or I need assistance, and I will message you privately, or someone else will message you privately, and then we can talk from there. And also, please, whatever you do, don't spam the chat room with signals, and do not, under any condition, follow anybody else to another group. This is the only group we have. We have 3 of them, I think, and one is a group that is just for messages, and the second is for chat room. You understand? So don't share your information with anybody that asks you for your account details. We do not trade for people. Please keep that in mind. We're an educational and a tools platform. I just do the signal just to help people out. You understand? So in that regards, I wish you all the best of luck in the trading that's to come. This is the summary of the trade that we're looking at, and then we're gonna take it from next week. Okay.
All
Thank you
right,
so
thanks,
much, guys,
fam.
for attending.
Thank you, bro. God bless.
God bless you too, man. Thank you very
God
much for
bless you.
attending. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
attending. Take care of yourself, guys.
All right,
Bye.
thank you. Yeah.